How is everyone doing? Bastista here and welcome back to PES 2018. So the situation is this. We are on the last game of the season and I am 1 point behind 9th place. Now 9th place is the position, the minimum position I was given by the board to finish in. Top 9 finish. And I am 1 point from it. Berkshire Blues beat me earlier in the season 5-2. In fact, it was a recent game, 3 or 4 games ago, something like that. So I was really sickened with that. If I had done better in that game, I could already be in 9th position and just needing a draw or something to consolidate it. That was very frustrating. But still, 1 point behind. Things have been pretty good so far. The results turned around massively. My last game against Fulham was a 3-0 win. 3-0 doesn't tell the whole story though. We were very fortunate. Fulham's defence was rock solid for the most part. Got 3 lucky goals. That was another big win. These were 2 very hard fought wins also. This all came after a period of high scoring games. Lost 3-1 to them, lost 5-2 to them. That really derailed my momentum that I had going into those games, where I won 6-1 against Red Black, which I was so surprised by. 3-2 against Yorkshire Whites. 4-2 White Black. 2-1, 4-2. The goals were absolutely flying in at one point. I could not believe my luck. This was the last game I recorded, 1-0 defeat. I had 2 draws after that. I thought at that point I was never going to make the top 9. Things just turned around dramatically with those 2 wins. They seemed to give me a lot more confidence. Just the fact that I scored 5 goals in those 2 games just gave me more confidence even after this. And then 4 goals in that, and I just had a more positive attitude in my games. These 2 defeats though, they did set me back, and as you can see by the goals scored since then, it hasn't been anywhere near as good. Up until this point, those were lucky though. Those were 3 lucky goals, so that doesn't tell the whole story. I have been struggling in front of goal since those 2 defeats. But here it is, the final game of the season, the game to save my job. Although my owner's trust has gone from about 46% to 59%, so maybe, if I'm lucky and I don't make 9th, maybe my run of form has been good enough. I don't know. We will see. I haven't changed much or anything really. Still the same team. Only thing I've changed is I've started using tiki-taka. Another thing I've started doing is whenever balls are lobbed over my fullbacks, they constantly get exposed. So what I do is I use the wing back function, and I also do set my defensive instructions to all out defense. That does seem to do a good job of stopping those balls over the top, because the crosses from those positions have been killing me earlier in the season. So now is the time, now is the moment of truth. Let's get to it. Hopefully this will be more entertaining than the last few games I've shown here. A 1-0 win to Norwich, a 1-0 draw with Sunderland, and a 1-0 defeat to Birmingham have not been the most exciting games I've recorded.
Any and every game played here is pretty
Let's
special.
do it, guys.
The Kop is unique for its
Get loads of
atmosphere,
goals.
an atmosphere enhanced by this splendid new main stand. A warm welcome to you from Anfield. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Up for a throw.
Now it should be noted that last time I played this team I was absolutely outplayed. I wasn't in the game at all, so
Liverpool are on
this
fine
could be
form
a
so
very,
far as
very
goals are
tough,
concerned. They have scored in
very
5
tough
games
game.
running.
Not the angle I was looking for with that pass.
Who's he going to play in? Out to the flank. Now here's the through ball. I think a cautious start from both teams. He's left his man.
No, where are you going? That was an awful touch. It has been a cautious start, but it's not deliberate.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
It'll be a corner.
Yes! Come on!
And Liverpool score first.
I was going to say before I took the corner that I have gotten better at corners, but I did not want to jinx it. Get in. Beautiful.
Liverpool take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
It's gone for a throw-in. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Has a swing at it!
Oh my God.
Sticks it away!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
That's one thing that I had put out for ages was conceding straight after scoring.
I think the coach will really
It was
be
happening
annoyed
a
with
lot
that.
earlier
The
in the
players were
season.
still thinking about their goal. They just got caught
And
napping.
I screwed up right when I can't afford to.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
By the way, the guy who scored from the corner, Leko, has been absolutely brilliant at scoring from crosses. Even though he's my right winger,
Now
he
here's
does
the
tend to
through
get into
ball.
the box a lot.
Has a pop! And that is doing no harm.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And Boateng went on a brilliant run of scoring goals, but he hasn't scored in a while. He was our top scorer, not just in our team, but in the league. He's dropped down to third in the league. Hopefully he can find a goal tonight.
Tries a through ball.
Come on, come on.
It's a brilliant interception. Now a chance to break.
My only issue with my second striker is
Kjelland finds
in
himself
situations
back
like
in the
that, he
starting
doesn't
side
have
for
enough
the first
strength.
time in a while. Aimed long and direct. Long and high towards the flank. Now here's the through ball. Diving header!
Ooh.
It's anyone's ball.
No, not to him. I meant to pull that to the fullback, and then he was meant to give it to that other guy. Why is it not switching to the other player?
Gets it, and now he'll have a dip.
And that has cost me a
He
goal. Damn it!
scores! And the game is well
Trying to
and
switch
truly
it to the
turned
fullback
on
for
its
whatever
head.
reason, it just won't do it.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again. Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Oh, not to him.
Clearly
Why?
not what
That's
he
like
wanted to do.
3 times at the end of that half
Half-time whistle.
where I tried to pass
Really
it to a
good
certain
half of
player and the
football.
ball
3
is not
goals
going to him.
and just one separating them.
It's not what you need.
And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're already back underway here.
Liverpool don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Hidden header!
Oh, that's an awful
Harmlessly
header.
behind.
I overhit that
Listen,
cross.
the
It was meant to
manager
go to the
seems
near
to have
post.
impacted during the break. This is now a show of real purpose.
Come on, hold them off, hold them
Looking
off.
to get within
Damn
range.
it! I really need to get a player with better strength up front.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. Looks to slip it through. Lovely bit of skill.
My
Into the middle.
defending has been so bad in this game,
Better control, and he would have had a
which
selection
is
of
frustrating
options.
because I really have improved at defending, and I don't know what's going on, whether it's the nerves or what it is. The pressure of having to win.
Pushes it out wide. Now the pass. Passes it through. The shot's on! Forward it goes. Looks like a good ball through. Gets into some space. Looks to thread it through. That intervention was very necessary. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Going through. Oh, glorious footwork.
Come
He's
on!
gone for it.
Oh,
And that That's caused a
Better.
worry or two. Up for the header!
Oh, it's
He
awful.
will be livid with himself.
Awful header. Boateng's heading was very good earlier in the season, but lately it's just been always off target.
And that's been won straight back. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Over to the left. Now the pass. Big chance! Great
Couldn't get
build-up.
near them.
It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
I feel like I haven't been doing enough on the left side.
Boots it to safety. Has a hit!
Oh,
Lobs it in gently. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
player I was trying to pass it to for some reason came inside instead of continuing his run straight.
Looks to slip it through. Going for
Oh,
goal!
keeper, why are you standing there?
It's
Come
in!
and collect that ball.
And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway. Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Now the counter.
Yeah,
Looks to
this
clip it
has
forward.
been
It's come
my
through
worst
and he's had a quick
performance
look
since those
inside.
two big defeats I had,
Goes for the cross.
5-2 and
And he's
3-1.
cut it out.
Started so well. I haven't played anywhere near the kind of football I've been playing recently.
Tries a through ball. Decent ball.
Oh, Boateng.
And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Or was it Neil?
Get the pass he's looking for. Gets it back. And the weighted pass. And help's available out wide. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
My God, what is going on at the back?
Looks to dink one in. Delightful ball.
Come on, you can do it.
It's ruffled a few feathers.
Oh,
Well
what
dealt
the
with.
hell?
Keeper's ball.
How long is he allowed to keep that for? Come on. Oh, cannot get near them.
Spreads it wide. It's a loose ball. Hits one! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing
Once I scored
defeat.
the first goal, I should not have conceded any goals.
So what
Never
we've
mind
just
3.
seen. Well, look,
Terrible
Peter, no
defending.
matter what the circumstances,
Didn't
in my
play
career
well on
there
the
was
ball.
always a call
Didn't
for
keep
ending the
possession
season
properly.
on a winning note, go out on a high, and then obviously a more forensic reflection could begin on what needs to be altered during the close season. So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his
At
input,
least
and from us both,
there were more
good
goals than the
afternoon.
last couple of games I showed. But I didn't really put up enough of a fight after I went 2-1 down. I don't think there's been any game where I've actually come back to winning this when I've been behind. Something I have to work on. So now, moment of truth. Will I be sacked? And will I have to start all over again? Thirteenth in the end. 3 points behind 9th. Hounslow finished above me. That is sickening. Look at that. I hadn't conceded a single goal until that final game. Conceded 3 after getting 1-0 up. Didn't manage the game at all. Well, Boateng may not have been scoring, but he still gets in the team of the month. He's been playing well in other aspects. His chasing down of the ball has been pretty good for the most part, but not in that game. That was terrible. Couldn't get near Hounslow. The goalie is in it. That'll give you an idea of how much defending I've had to do. Got a good few players in there. There are definitely some players I want to keep, but there are plenty that I'd like to get rid of if I can actually get another season out of this club. Nice 4 players. Yes! We've decided to offer you a contract extension. Thank God that hard work of building that team will not go to waste, and I won't have to restart this season. Maybe they don't sack you. Maybe they just get very disappointed if you don't achieve things. Maybe you have to do like really bad and finish near the bottom of the table. Man, that's a relief. Can play next season with a bit more freedom and a bit less fear. Knowing the chances of being sacked are quite low. everyone this scout has brought me so far has been terrible. Either terrible or I couldn't afford them, despite putting within budget in the search criteria. Owner's trust still 53%. We could have achieved more if I didn't have such a slow start. Today you can add a selection to my favorite players. Choose a player who has really played with all their heart and soul and honor. Well, Boateng and Leko and Nylander, or however you pronounce that, those three have been brilliant since coming in. It's a tough decision. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna end this video here, and if anybody actually watches this and has an opinion on which one, basically all three of them have played really well. Boateng obviously 17 goals, but he kind of dipped in form towards the end. Leko has been consistent most of the time. He's had a couple of iffy games where he's been sluggish, but he gets goals, gets assists. He has plenty of speed. When he's not been in the team, he's been missed massively. Boateng has not quite been missed as much, and neither has the midfielder. So if it was left up to me, I'd probably pick Leko, but I'll see what the viewers have to say. Based on that tiny bit of information, it's not much to go on, I know, because I haven't shown many videos, and the reason being because I didn't expect to do anything this season. It seemed kind of pointless showing me perform badly or luckily for pretty much no reason, because 13th in the end, mid-table finish. Hopefully next season though, I'll be able to show more videos. We'll be doing better, we'll be competing for the playoffs or the title even. So if that happens, we'll definitely have more videos up. But anyway, for now I will leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys.